Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Anodyne 2. In our previous episode, we decided that we were going to take a look at the dream field. We actually did do that, but I decided while recording that, hey, this feels more like bonus episode stuff, because the game does just explicitly say there's no collectibles, there's no dust here. This is all just like behind the scenes stuff. So that episode will be at the end of the playlist. If you want to jump ahead to that, you totally can. But I am reordering the uploads a little bit to make a little bit more sense. Let's continue on with story stuff. So we know that there is a heart up there, which I'm fairly sure is in the Pastel shoreline area. So let's try and figure that out. That's. It does feel like this 3D area might have another secret I haven't found, but I haven't found it. We know that there's something with keys in here. We know that there's something with a treasure chest. So that feels like a good place to go. But all right. So that's just descriptive of the northern shore. Yep. Only one with vacuum can use the suction to swiftly sail through the pastel horizon. Yep, we can do that. Ah, you found him. The path of petals is gone, meaning something changed. I hope it was good. May the petals remain chaotic. May the petals remain chaotic. Oh! Hold up. I didn't know that would happen. So those are warps? How did I miss them before? In some ways, that's a really good grinding spot. If we needed to harvest up dust, we totally could do that by just popping in and out of that. Oh, I was expecting that to kill him. Alright, so let's go talk to the poison lady. You're not her, but okay. Do the same thing. Heard voices while sailing, probably the darn wild ghosts again. They'll swarm and interfere with us living beings. Ugh, wild ghosts, pitiful. There's no way to stop them from coming for good, but if you turn on the poison machine, that'll drive them away for a while. It's a shame we have to do this to our ocean, but what can be done about wild ghosts? Like waves that keep coming, it's just the world we live in. Another look in here. I don't think there's going to be anything in here, but we're checking. Interesting that getting the heart there gives us some dust. That'll poison the oceans again. I don't think we needed to do that. I genuinely don't think that helped, but... What are you gonna do? Why are you sparkly? Why can't I interact with you? I can interact with you. Ha! There we go. Alright, alright. Progress. It's kind of funny to me the way that these are like the most video gamey. One of my commenters, Ketzer, mentioned the more retro, the more violent they get, but also just in general, these are the most video gamey sections in the game. They're the most like, hey, here's a thing for you to do. That's gonna send us, I'm hoping this will send us top right of the map. No, okay. Key. Alright. So that's progress. I'm assuming I'm gonna go ahead and just take this up to the corner. Mostly because I don't fully trust myself to be able, trust the game to like let us go down to nanoscale again. Alright, so that's one. Clearly... I mean, no, but yes. It's actually really surprising that I was able to drag the raft through that little spot. Double check other spots like that, right? Alright. You know what, we will save, just to be safe. Everything not saved will be lost. The other side of the thingy. Which, if I remember correctly, was a health expansion, right? No change here. Not seeing new dialogue. We're finding these skeletons, right? Well, we had a brief moment of progress. One key down. Like, the top right feels like the answer, but to my knowledge, we can't really do much of anything there. Hop back in this and see if there's another route that we could take. No dice on new route. And this sends us back here. Well, you know what? Alright. We've maxed out our... maxed out our dust, so let's go ahead and take that back to the dust collection stuff. That bug again. Oh, nope. I've done that several times now, where I turn onto the road just not by habit, but just like autopilot. And I don't need to do that. I need to drive this way. Oops. The situation that I'm in right now is probably why this is here. Getting close. Alright, next time we do a deposit, we'll be at max. Or so good, how are you? I'm good. I'm enjoying myself playing this game. So, yeah. Good times. Ooh. No. I feel like there's something I was going to look at over here, and I've forgotten what it was. Yeah, I saw a little bit of Metacoin tucked away in there. That's funny. Times I am bad at driving. See what this says. Doesn't this strange village immediately grab your interest? Environmental designs such as these enable us to spark our storytelling by creating a level shape that we combine with narrative themes such as arrogance and overwork. The two, writing and level, work hand in hand to produce the nanopoint you explored. me just sort of tooling around to see if looking at things from different angles will help. One key down. Tried repoisoning the ocean. That didn't help. Wait, where does this go? Oh, that goes to the shore. Okay, cool. Now we know. It's kind of surprising that it spawns us in the same place regardless. Let's see. Do I think that there's potentially different places that this sends us? Not really. In here, do we think riding this the other way? Don't keep these people waiting. All aboard, all aboard. Let's try riding this the other way. Next stop, Ghost Bridge. Train rumbles down the tracks, onto the water, and across the surface of the pastel horizon. You there with vacuum living? I see. Get off here, don't stay too long. Alright. Same people as before. Same dialogue. Alright. Well, I think it's neat how it goes from Zelda overview type to 3D Zelda. Yeah, it is. I wore my Hyrule National Park shirt today because this game's gotten me thinking about Zelda so much. In place, right? Alright, let's take another look-see, I guess, up here. Maybe I've overlooked some obvious, hey, you can suck up this enemy and use it to attack this other enemy. Oh, I'm so dumb sometimes. There was a bell just right there. That's how you get into this area. You use the freaking bell. Of course. Oh, that I'll be honest, that's embarrassing. No, dang it. Oh, okay, that worked. Yes. Ah, I see. Nice. I'm pretty sure that's also sufficient dust for us to reach the max. Yep, and there's the key. I can't believe that I overlooked the freaking bell like that. Just completely glossed over its existence. That's such a classic me thing to do. Alright, you go in there. Empty. A message is inside. I found it first. Finally, something that's rightfully mine. I'll be able to live longer. Interesting. Oh, a ghost. It's mine. It's mine. I can still live. I can save myself. Nova feels the potential for a connection from this man with her nanospark. Ah, Anodyne. Finish preparations for the Anodyne. Ah, I just screwed up. Well, this is why I didn't cover up two of them. A frail man clutches what looks like a health enhancement patch. His breathing is shallow. Nova hesitantly slips the patch out of his hands, applying it to herself. Her maximum health has increased. Mine, mine, mine. Huh. Super interesting that counted as like preparations for the Anodyne. Not totally sure that I clocked all of that. How have I managed to get myself turned around on this ocean? I've spent so much time on this ocean. I didn't have any good reason for wanting to leave that way, I just did. Now finally leaving through the shoreway. Hey. Alright, so map? Alright, yeah. So the heart is gone. Um I think I am interpreting this as we are at maximum hearts. We didn't get an achievement or anything for that, which is fine. It would have been nice to have some confirmation, like, yep, that's it, you're good. But it is a-okay that we did not. Really wish the car had a little hop move so that we could get over ledges like that, or get ourselves unstuck from stuff. It's a little surprising that they didn't give you the ability to pop a wheelie or anything. Actually, hold on. We have not talked to this hint system since we first found him, so let's do it. Ah, Nova, it's you. The MetaClean framework put me out of business. Hint sales are down across the board. No use for an old hint line specialist like me. I heard that your map now shows you missing cards. What's the fun of that? I bet the meta shop even sells some lousy card detector or something too. Oh, Nova, it's you. The MetaClean put me out of business. So, okay, so same dialogue. Okay. All right. Well, let's drop off this dust. What? Actually, first let's save, because I'm not totally sure. I'm pretty sure that dropping off the dust is not going to commit us to a save or anything, to a particular ending or anything, but just in case. All right. This should be max dust. Nova, you have more dust than the prism can hold. Worry not, there's no need for you to deposit any more dust. We did it. Full dust prism. Nova has completed her greatest mission to fill the fully upgraded prism with dust. Now she must speak with Sea Psalmist and Sea Visionary to initiate the Anodyne. Alright, so here's my thinking. We do the Anodyne bit first, because that feels like probably the bad ending to me. And then we do the other one, because there is... There was another thing that we could do, which I'm not totally sure where it went, actually. I might have to look at my own episode. Nova faces a crossroads. She can either achieve the Anodyne by continuing to upgrade and fill the Dust Prism, or she can confront the center by heading to the Dust Prism's cap in Blue Veil Center. Alright, so I'm interpreting make the Anodyne is probably the bad ending, and Dust Prism's cap in Blue Veil Center, that's probably like the harder ending. The true ending. So we're gonna go in here and do this. Should I have saved beforehand? Yes, probably. 1 second, let's do that. Alright, here we go. First ending, let's do it. Nova, the moment has come at last. Incredible, Nova. Truly, I tip my hat to you. With the help of the MetaClean framework, you've accomplished what none before ever have. The Anodyne, Nova. You've done it. The Anodyne is coming at last. Oh, how we have longed for this day. Quickly now, we must empty the prism. I just filled that up. Oh. Color shift? Really ominous color shift? This is why I was assuming this was going to be the bad ending. Can it be? Is the long-awaited prophecy at hand? The Anodyne. I love you, Gravis. I'll always love you. I know, Stavros. I'll stay by your side forever, far beyond the edge of time. For in the end, what is the difference between time and space? Interesting that those two were the ones that it chose to show us. On my old boy, this is it. I knew that we were right to wait patiently for the Anodyne. Think of all the train wrecks we've avoided just by keeping to ourselves. Thank you for always looking out for me, Clonwy. You deserve an honorary PhD in friendship. Honorary means fake, but it's still a respectable achievement. Well, see you on the other side. Is it over now? Is the work finally complete? Yes. Now that the Anodyne has arrived, I've confirmed the metal of my heart. I, Jeff, stayed true to the very end. I never abandoned my post no matter what the others said to me, no matter what I had to lose. Silico, Amethea, are you proud of me now? Do you finally understand? Jeez, this guy's up his own butt. Are we gonna see, like, every person that we got cards from? That feels like too many. Being cleaned by Nova was the most wonderful feeling. All the bitter rage that churned inside of me was put to rest. I was so happy to rise above my shameful old behaviors. As the novelty wore off, I began to remember the source of my anger, the questions that once haunted me. Why did the Center create New Zealand? Why is the world so full of fear and pain? Pain which we compound in endless cycles of exploitation. The fire within me had gone quiet, and only faint embers remained. Maybe the answers lie on the far side of the Anodyne. Interesting. I kind of feel like she's one of the bigger misses for the early levels. Like, just design wise, she doesn't feel completely cooked. Um, this is a game that gets better the longer you play it, but some of those early bits, you're like, I wish this was a little more polished, because I'm sure that a lot of players bounced out before they managed to complete the first 4 worlds. Anyways, at last, Nova, we will be at peace. No longer will our faulty actions mar the boundless power of our dreams. All will be right in New Zealand. Ah, it's so beautiful, Nova. I am overcome, my child. I'm weeping for joy. Ah, she would be so proud of you, Nova. If only Palisade. A lot of ha-has in this section. Oh, look. Are we crystallized? The end. Aha. All right. So the center's answer is freeze everything. Perfection in stillness. Yeah, that tracks. Perhaps there's another possible fate for New Zealand. If you reload your save file, you'll find yourself back before the Anodyne. Have you tried returning to Dustbound Village? Remember, you can always change your mind. I believe in you. What's up, Sig? Welcome in. Appreciate you lurking. Alright. So, glad that I saved before that little bit. Even though, like, practically speaking, we were just right on top of where we were. But, here we go. Time for second ending. What about second breakfast? Alright, so inventory. The center by heading to the Dust Prism's cap in Blue Veil Center. Dust Prism's cap in Blue Veil Center. Are we not there? Ah, okay. It's weird that we talked to it here on the handle? I genuinely thought that this was going to be a spark it here on this top bit. This glowy center bit, but talk to the handle, I guess. Are you sure? There's no turning back. I understand. Do you really think you can change anything? I have a plan. Wow, look what we have here. Little Nova wearing the big girl pants. You think you're really something, don't you? You really think highly of yourself, isn't that right? Haha, that's a laugh. As if you've been more than a whimpering mound of self-pity. So you're really going through with this? Yes. Even though it means turning your back on Sea Psalmist and Palisade? Yes. Well, fine then. Do things your way. We'll see how it turns out, now won't we? My plan begins with removing the top lid of Dust Prism. Perhaps I can use my spark ability. Okay. We can't jump on it anymore, so there's like a physics volume that wasn't there before. But hey, I was apparently somewhat right about what we were going to do. Nanocleaner Nova, what is the meaning of this? I'm worried about this behavior, young lady. It's highly risky. We wouldn't want you to get hurt. You don't care about me at all, do you? You just want to use me. Not at all, Nova. You are highly prized by the Center, and we've always striven to demonstrate your worth with the utmost professionalism. The MetaClean framework was specifically designed with, that's enough, visionary. I told you your soulless pandering would be our downfall. Nova, we have sincerely attempted to support and guide you in your work to the best of our abilities, but that was not all you needed, was it? You needed love, caring, the nourishment of the spiritual self. You are not merely a machine to be oiled and controlled. Understand that now, Nova. Don't you see? I too feel the emptiness inside, the longing. Nova, these feelings are important. They point us to the center, to the Anodyne. I hate the Glandalux seed. I hate that it lives inside of me and wraps itself around my every experience. It hurts me when I want to explore. It numbs me when I want to feel. It makes me afraid when I want to be strong. Why didn't anyone warn me? How could you let this happen? I didn't know it would be like this until it's far too late. Nova, I think you should understand this by now. The world outside is broken, filled with lascivious. Lascivious? I've read this word a million times. I don't think I've ever said it aloud. Lascivious temptations and destructive thoughts. Nothing of true value comes from the dust, no matter how alluring it may seem. The center is saving you the trouble of mucking about in that cesspool of shame and heartache. It may seem like we are messing up now, but nothing out there can compare to the glory of the Anodyne. I don't think I believe that anymore. I want to be able to feel things and see things and find my own path. Nova, the center has been very patient with your wandering heart, but now that patience wears thin. What choice do you imagine that you have here? Do you think that you could be anything besides the nano cleaner? You really think you can change who you are? Do you really think you can change who you are? No, I don't. In an instant, Noah flings her body into the prism. Psalmist cries out in shock and alarm. Visionary snorts in disgust. But as Noah falls away from them, cocooned in the pillar of swirling dust, their voices fade like a distant dream. Ah, cool. Cool shot. I wonder if this is a deliberate callback to the way that we've been nanoing in on people. Nova thinks to herself, it'd be so easy to let go. Just forget about the limits of my skin and melt into the dust. It would feel so nice to not exist. No, that's not why I came here. I have to hang on. I have to be there. Because if I can convince them that I'm gone, then maybe, just maybe, Nova tumbles through the prism. She grows closer and closer to the bottom, and as she reaches it, her body pierces through the crystalline barrier, the burst prism spewing dust and debris in all directions. Sea Psalmist and Sea Visionary survey the aftermath of Nova's impulsive plunge. The base of the prism is damaged. Dust has leaked out and suffusing the air of the chamber. Nova is nowhere to be seen. No, no, she's been destroyed. Visionary, what have you done? I poured my heart out to Nova, and you broke her will. That cleaner was poisoned from the start by your mindless chatter. Who was it that stoked her illogical desires? Oh, Center, forgive us. How long can this go on? As long as it must, obviously. The anodyne will work beautifully. It's only a matter of time. With my guidance, the next cleaner will succeed. But the creation of a cleaner is costly, and if a new palisade is generated as well, the center's energy stores will be left in critical condition. A new palisade? Palisade's guidance was worse than your own. The center briefed me on the consequences of that little experiment. Palisade nurtured Nova's soul. Perhaps if she were still around, Nova would not have turned to such drastic measures. Sentimental fool, you're beginning to sound like that wayward Nova. Have you forgotten what was wrought by the previous cleaner before the initiation of the Glandalock protocol? Just trust in the center. The iteration is nearly complete. All we need to do is wait. Sometime later. Ouch. Nova's whole body aches. Slowly she opens her eyes to see that she has landed inside the bowl-like depression of Center Sanctuary. Her body must have been torn nearly to shreds by that dive through the dust prism. She glances down to survey her wounds and sees nothing. The plan is working. She is successfully dust channeling, vibrating the particles around her to camouflage herself in plain sight. Sea Psalmist and Sea Visionary float above her, none the wiser. And, as if on cue, a strange sight runs into Nova's field of vision. Nova sees herself? No, a mirror image, a new cleaner. The newcomer stands in the center pedestal where Psalmist and Visionary await her. Zira, listen closely. I will now reveal to you your true purpose and the path ahead. You've been born into a war zone, Zira. Granted, it is not a contest of swords and guns, of armies or infantry. We wage a war that is nearly invisible, yet wholly insidious. We face a deadly force that wrinkles the face of time, as a lurking water beast ripples the surface of a lake, disrupting the clear reflection of our souls. We call it nanodust. Nova watches as Seasalmus delivers those familiar words, this time to a new cleaner, Zira. She steels herself to execute the next stage of her plan. Her timing must be perfect. The dust around her sways in rhythmic patterns. She lets its tempo envelop her. Swish. 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 She drops the mirage and bursts into view. Seasalmus cries out, Nova, is that you? How? But before anyone can speak another word, Nova has flung her spark of connection directly at Zira's heart. I appreciate them using the gameplay sounds. The final act of Nano Cleaner Nova. Within the heart of Nano Cleaner Zira, Nova executes a desperate plan. Alright. We're in. Everything is going according to plan. You can do this, Nova. I feel a little weird saving there, but I'm going to. There might have been a way to do that, but it didn't involve... Oh, shit. Right. I'm thinking that what this is wanting is me to just push it off. But now that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh. I get it now. Okay. There we go. Somewhat grim throwing my replacement at an enemy inside of themselves. The elements of nurturing form and impenetrable seal, together they protect the Glandalok's cave. Ah, okay. South first, I guess. Chamber of the Cereal. definitely not the right way to do that, but it worked. Enough. I see. Okay, cool. Back at max. Steroid. Yum yum. Tasty cereal. Energy for the glandular seed. Alright, we're in. Time for violence. That was fairly straightforward. There is Centerberry Crunch cereal has been destroyed. A seal to the Glandalok's cave has been broken. Okay. Snova, what's happening to the cereal? Bad news, I'm afraid. Alright, let's... How could I do this in such a way that it does what I want it to? Okay, so first off I need to break that, break that, break that. Really struggling to make this do what I want. No. Oh no, I literally got myself killed trying to do that. Glad that I saved. Alright, you know what? We're gonna keep moving. Interesting. Kind of made a hash of that, but that's okay. I'm missing something here. I mean, this little thing here feels like something, but I don't see what. Oh, I missed this little spitty guy. There we go. That's too slow. What's up, Fana? How's it going? Nope. I'm bad at this. Oh. I keep thinking it'll like freeze with when it's shooting, and that's just not how it works, I don't think. There we go. Jesus. I don't even know where this key goes to. Second key, great. Saving. Slime problem. A youthful slime bursting with potential. An elderly slime full of experience. Who deserves to live? Yes. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that tracks. Alright, so I need to race past all this. That didn't kill him. Okay. I guess we can hoover that up. No? Okay, there we go. Jesus. Yeah, I think I've lifted this up too much. Get me out of here. Milky milk waters and hydrates Mr. Glandulock. I'm hoping that I'm right. This will be a slightly longer episode than usual, which is fine. Probably not too much longer than usual. Zera's yolk milk has been evaporated. A seal to the Glandulock's cave has been broken. Alright. Ah, the milk is gone. Mr. Glandulock is going to be so sad. Alright, so now we need to figure out that remaining thingy that we have not. This bit. Come on. Maybe start with the lower left straight down. Let's top up. Try and go to the lower right. Yeah, willing to try it. The fact that these two are low feels like... Let's try this. Let's try lower left and then lower right and then go to the top. Because these two are different, you know? Shit, I think I biffed it up immediately. There we go. There we go. Alright, cool. Hell yeah. Success. Thanks, Rat Rod. Teamwork. Rooms of the Reguloid. He who desires to pass must pay with her own blood. Alright. Okay, theory. No. We just needed to make it so that we could get hurt. Ah, clever. Now we're thinking with portals. Oh, okay. We've got a time limit. Gotcha. There you go. That's pretty interesting that we have to get ourselves hurt to get through these. Portal? Yeah, Portal's real fun. Little Reguloid makes me so nice and comfy. Woof woof. Translation. Intruder! Intruder! Woof woof! Oh. The fact that it died in one hit and was cowering in the corner. Woof. The seal has been broken. Alright. Let's go see what the last thing is. I assume the last thing is. Did you destroy Little Reguloid? What are you doing? Trust me, I didn't feel great about it. So interesting to get like one final little dungeon like this. Game design that I appreciate. Actually, a fairly substantial dungeon. I said little dungeon, but no, this is a substantial bit of level design. Dramatic music, or dramatic lack of music, I should say. Miss Nova, I don't understand. What are you doing here? Landalak, I'm here to remove you from Zira. She deserves to live without you inside of her, constricting her. But you don't understand, Miss Nova. I'm a vital part of Zira. I connect her to the center. I give her the power that she needs to face the dust. Without me, she would be nothing. An empty egg, hollowed out and purposeless. No, I'm the one who is lost, trapped between irreconcilable worlds, chained to a cause I cannot serve. But Zira, she is a beautiful shell, a wonderful egg. Let her fill herself with everything that is life. Don't mistake opportunity for death. Zira will be something truly astonishing. She will grow into a life that I could never imagine. I hate you, Miss Nova. You are being very naughty. Ooh, I'm telling on you, Miss Nova. A Glandelock seed should never be removed. Never, never, never. You think that she's better off without me? She'll be filled with yucky dust and poison before you can even say Glandelock, and it'll be all your fault. Oh, how I hate you. Oh, how I hate you so much. I want to kill you now, Miss Nova. I'm going to kill you to death. Okay, we've got a big spike. Ah, I think I saw it. Alright. Yay! Boss fights that you can figure out pretty quickly. Oh, interesting. Ah, a dungeon within. I'm a fan. Right. This part, though. Ah, okay. Little more obscure, but still pretty cool. Okay, yeah, so we've got kind of a triple, the classic boss phase ×3 thing. What did you do to me, you little virus? Oh, I'm going to crush your body against the walls. Come here. Okay, so stepping up the complexity here. Nope, I biffed that one up. No? Alright. I'm going to go ahead and pull all these in. There's a chance they might come back next time I'm in here. I don't super feel like that's likely, but... You're still alive? What are you? I'm going to kill you so much. I'm going to smear you all over Zira's insides. Oh, missed. Let's see if those hearts are back. They are. Nice. Alright. Let's see it. I am curious as to whether there's any, like... Are the mechanics evolving, or is it just each one of these is always going to be like this? Mailbox? What's up? right. Let's see. I'm a little unclear about what I need to do now. I would have assumed hop back in or vacuum or something, but alright, I think we just vacuum. Yeah, there we go. Miss Nova, she's so yucky and mean. She's so sad that she will kill us all. Yeah, it was growing just a little bit. It wasn't like super obvious, but yeah, it was getting a little bit bigger with each vacuum. Zira, darling, be free. You deserve more than what the center will offer you. Can't even begin to imagine what you will do. Zira, can you hear me? How do you feel? I. No, what's happening? Zira, help me. Zira's body shakes violently, but Nova can still make out the look of confusion and terror in the young cleaner's face. Nova reaches out to her, but Zira's physical form crumples like paper, as though the atmosphere is suddenly pressing in on her with 100-fold force. Nova screams. Zira's red skirt settles with a gentle flutter atop her shriveled remains. Well now, was that your big plan, Nova, to remove Zira's glandulock seed? Well, points for creativity, but you have sadly miscalculated. Nova, it's like we always said, the glandulock seed is extremely important. A newly hatched cleaner cannot possibly survive outside the egg without a direct link to the center's energy. No, it was supposed to be her. I just wanted her to be free. I wanted things to be different this time. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. You disgust me, Nova. You think that you deserve your own body, your own life? Everything you have comes from the center. Everything good about you is a generous gift. You irascible dust lover. I see your desires. I see your pathetic fantasies. Don't make me laugh. You were never made for romantic flights of fancies. Of fancy. Blech. Nova, you were made to be a helper. You have a servant heart and to find satisfaction in these simple tasks. But no, that was never enough for Nova, now was it? Had to grab for more and more, like a slobbering child. Give me my palisade. Give me my dustbound. Give me my Zira. How much time and energy have you wasted making yourself miserable by living at cross purposes with your true nature? You look ridiculous. You must know that. You must know what you look like in the eyes of the center. I'm going to punish you now, Nova. I take no pleasure in this, but it's for your own good. The center has tried for too long to coddle you into the right choices. Now you must face the consequences. Sea Visionary grabs Nova by the collar, lifting her into the air. He raises an arm to strike. Nova hangs her head, her legs dangling pitifully in the air. All of this, was it all for nothing? In the end, this must be what she deserves. But, strangely, Nova feels a warmth inside her chest. Unbidden by Nova, a tiny spark slowly creeps from her body, lighting up the space between herself and Visionary. You are the nano cleaner, yes, but you are more than that. You are a person with feelings and needs and desires. I want you to know, Nova, that all of this matters. Every part of you. Work and play, joy and sadness, strength and weakness. There is room in the world for all of Nova. Palisade. You created me, then you should really understand by now. I am my own being. I'm compelled by my heart and my mind. You have forfeit your right to me, to all of us, by our very nature. We exist, we are beautiful, and you have no claim to us. Drem Kanako. And now, isn't it time to form yourself once again? Isn't it time to take that power of adaptation and redirect it towards what you truly believe? As long as you live, Nova, that is your gift. You can always become something new. Elegy Beatty. Ugh, you hurt me? Psalmist, the center requires your energy. Your services have been appreciated, but now you belong to me. Oh, yes, of course, this is what the center requires. Consume me, Visionary. Whoa, whoa. LGBT. LGBT. Yeah. Yes, yes. Goodbye, Nova. I only wanted to be the best for you. Psalmist, you don't have to do this. Well, that is a nice thought. You're so much like her, you know. Palisade, always thinking outside the box, always pushing the limits. Visionary, I would like to know. Oh, shit. What difference does it make? I don't know. I just always told myself it was an accident. She hurt herself while attempting some unsafe Palisade antics. She only had herself to blame, but it was the center, wasn't it? We're wasting time here, Psalmist. What is your point? I could believe that I've outlived my usefulness, that I deserve to be scrapped for energy at the drop of a hat. But her and Nova? I just don't understand. What am I giving my life for? What could be worth this sort of cruelty? Have you forgotten, old one? The Center's perfect plan was never ours to comprehend. All we may do is walk this path together. Now it's time to let go, Psalmist. You know you can never hope to escape my grasp. Nova, I think I understand. I think I see you now. There are things one can become, things that are worse than dust. The psalmist smiles gently at Nova and then closes her eyes. In one sweeping movement, she strums a final discordant glissando upon her instrument. Her body begins to shimmer and dissolve. In its place, several rainbow-hued shards of dust crystal float gently into the air. Ugh, what sickening display. No matter, I already digested enough of her to deal with you. Panting with hunger, Sea Visionary drags his body towards Nova. Closer, closer. Suddenly. It was almost too fast to comprehend. Dust shards had ripped into Visionary from above, knocking him back again and again, until he advanced no longer. Psalmist. Ugh, only a matter of time. The center is New Zealand. You cannot escape who you are. Sea Visionary's body explodes and fizzles into the air. Silence at last and stillness, surrounded by so much death, and yet Nova remains alive. She feels disappointed. She wasn't expecting to be the one to make it through this. Nova turns to a small pile of clothes left behind by Zira, a strange and soft little cairn. What a senseless loss. What a foolish and horrible mistake. But wait, no, could it be? Did the folds of the cloth just shift? Must be a trick of the light, Nova thinks. And yet, there it is again. Gently, Nova sifts through the pile until she comes across a strange and tiny being. It begins to cry. Awkwardly, Nova picks it up. What was it Selma said? A newly hatched cleaner cannot possibly survive outside its egg without a direct link to the center's energy. Nova ponders this for a while. She remembers what Drim Kanako taught her about food and sleep. Perhaps there could be another way for this little one. Perhaps Nova's guidance. Orcas. Zira. I wanted so badly to give up my life for yours. My heart ached for the sweet penance of annihilation. In the end, it wasn't even an option. I'm afraid, Zira. I'm afraid what it means to live for myself. But maybe you will be too. Maybe we all are. Maybe my gift to you will not be this life that I sacrifice, but the life that I live. Somewhere far beyond the boundaries of everything I once knew. Zira the cutie pie. Like a person, but small. 100% certified glandulock free. Infinite potential. Nova the captain. Former nano cleaner. Sad, but determined. Inexplicable urge to say ahoy. Mommy. Nova breathes in the briny ocean air as they sail further and further from the shores of New Zealand. She continues to smile at the tiny form of Zira, who coos with pleasure. Well, I guess this is it, huh, says Nova. Suddenly, a glowing form spins out from Wogali's head and starts running in wild circles around the small deck. It couldn't be. Ash Beatty of the Dustbound. The dumbfounded Nova is knocked off balance by the energetic child. Nova slips into the air, hopelessly reaching for a handrail until Nova's caught mid-fall by the firm yet gentle embrace. She's held by none other than LGBT. Nova whispers to Elegy, I don't know anything. I don't know what is out there, or even what is inside of me. LG lifts Nova to her feet and looks out at the horizon. She gives Nova's shoulder a little squeeze. That is the beauty of an ocean, she says. The end. That was lovely. I'm a little choked up. What a good ending to that game. It pretty much went how I expected it to. Like, that wasn't a surprising ending, but it did have kind of a feeling of, like, inevitability to it. Yeah, that was a fun ending. Good on you, Marina and Milos. It's wild seeing credits. They're just like, here's the two people. I guess we should explicate that. Outline who did what. Yeah, so like I sort of alluded to this earlier in the episode. I don't feel like this game starts out with its best foot. And some of that is probably inevitable with just like what the game is and what it's doing with subverting expectations and everything. Yeah, it's a lot for two people to do. But like the first 4 levels of the game and like your first like understanding the mechanics and stuff are not the strongest bits of the game. The strongest bits of the game all come later, which is pretty unfortunate because I'm betting a lot of people bounce on this game, and that's a shame because there's a lot of really cool stuff, fun twists that make you really go like, it's hard to pitch to people. Yeah, like this would be a really hard sell without giving away a lot of like what makes it special. But that's part of why like I think it's good to stick with games for longer than maybe you initially should. Like a lot of people, you see this on Steam all the time, right? You look at trophies and you're like, 90% of this people have this first trophy that is just like wake up in your bed. And then 70% of people don't have the next trophy, which is get out of bed. And you're like, really? 20% of people dropped this game immediately? I'm willing to bet that if I did some digging, this game probably has a pretty steep drop-off between first 4 levels and like the first outside of Sinnoh City level. Which is unfortunate because there's definitely a lot of special stuff in this. Special thanks to Ratalaika Games for their console porting of Even the Ocean. E.T. Haven't thought about E.T. in a long time. Textures.com, NASA. So I'm kind of unusually inclined to enjoy kind of rough around the edges, low poly 3D. I know that art style is gonna not be for a lot of people. They've said that they only have trophies in this game because they had to. I'm not surprised by that. They don't seem like the kind of devs that wanted to have trophies. Anodyne 2 Return to Dust is self-funded and self-published by Analgesic Productions. It was planned and produced part-time and full-time from December 2017 to July 2019. Thanks to all our players, fans, streamers, video makers, critics, long-time and new for your support. Marina and Milos. Yeah, so like, I really like the 3D stuff and I enjoyed looking at it, but I get that that's not going to be for everyone. The pixel art, I feel like, is kind of just generally appealing. Like, the pixel art is probably the easier way to sell people on this game than the 3D stuff. But that's tricky. I do think I alluded to this earlier in the episode, I think that the 3D stuff would be helped if the car mode was a little more agile. If it had a little, wheelie or hop or something to help you get unstuck, I think that would help a lot. Some sort of quick turn maybe would help a lot, or just a drifting move so that you don't feel like you need to like come to a stop and back up and do like a 3 point turn. Or more likely, the thing that I was doing all the time is just switching back to human form and then going back. That felt a little clunky, but you know, it is what it is. Um, yeah. Overall, successfully confront the center is the chief of the. Which is, oh, post credit scene. Hold on, hold on. Another fine day in Robust Bound Village. Everything appears to be in its proper place. Thank the center for its marvelous design. What wonders? Hey, wait a second. I've never seen this before. There's a note underneath it. Dear Drem, we hope you enjoy eating this bowl of soup. Remember, eating is like reverse talking. Sincerely, Nova and Elegy. Bowl of soup, eating. What is this mumbo jumbo? It says it's from Nova and Elegy? Ah, yeah, that peculiar pink lady. Well, this clearly doesn't belong here. I'd better throw it out before word gets around. Yes, just gonna toss it in the trash now. On the other hand, maybe I better investigate more closely. For the center, of course. It smells kind of nice, actually. Really nice. Well, talking is when words come out of your mouth, so perhaps eating is when soup goes into your mouth. Yes, that is the only logical interpretation that I can think of. I suppose just a bite couldn't hurt, right? Yeah, here goes nothing. Milos Hantani walks out from behind the UI and waves to you. It seems that Milos would like to give you a message. Hi there, you've reached the end of the story of Nova and New Zealand. Marina and I are so glad you finished our game. But I heard the meta shop got a new shipment in. There's something suspicious in the Nexus too. I wonder what it could be. When you reload your save file, you'll be back in Blue Dale Center as if Nova never confronted the center. You may wish to investigate these aforementioned new things. Okay, farewell. Be safe. Alright, we'll take a gander. Just see what's in there. Whimsical.wave. The note stone. Stone. Whimsical wave. Hey, we've purchased everything, I think, maybe. Who knows? We'll take a look at Cenote Stone, just to see. Oh, they're fast travels. Cool. Cool. Alright. I'm on board for that. Kind of weird that that's post-game credit, or post-game stuff, but sure. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna end this episode, I think. Overall, I had a really great time with this game. I had more fun the longer I played. And I hope that more people play this game because it is something special. So, yeah. Anodyne 2, Return to Dust. What a special little game. YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed this series. It's been a little different for us doing morning uploads, kind of back to back to back. There will be one more episode in the future, which is the bit that I've already recorded of me looking at some of the meta clean stuff, looking at the test worlds and stuff. So that'll be a fun little short thing. It's a little weird to record that out of sequence, but what can you do? The blind playthroughs, sometimes you do things and you're like, I did this wrong. But overall, that's going to be a wrap. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next series. Until then, bye.